Alright, let's get these levels right. Bring us down a bit. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's make a game. Just this a little bit more first. Alright. Time to make a game. Alright. Let's set up the Google Drive. Alright. So we got the basic task list template set up. So each week we'll go in here and create a... Each week we'll come in here and create what we want to do for the week. Back down. I don't know how these levels are going to be. I did not do any testing beforehand. I'm sorry if I'm making your ears bleed. Yeah. So basically we each week first thing we do is create a new task list for the week, and then we'll go through here and everything we want to what we want to do or work on and try to complete for that week. We will put in the estimated hours at first, and then if we do complete it, or once we do complete it anyway, we'll adjust the hours if need be. Completion is just a check mark, and that way when you have, say you have 30 tasks this week, you don't have to add up all these hours, right? Like you can just hit this check mark and it does it for you. It's pretty, just nice to have for easy glance. And then we have notes here if like we did complete it, but there's a bug, or we completed it but we're not happy with it, or we completed it and we want to go a different direction, whatever it may be, or we didn't complete it and why we didn't complete it. Create a copy of this. Trying to think. We'll do day then month. Is that how it is? Month and day. Okay, that's... So as you can see, we're making this first one. We're starting on Christmas. No particular reason why. I just wanted to do something. It'll be 01, 02. No, 01. Okay. First task for the week. Set up the Google Drive. So this is only gonna probably take an hour. This all. I don't think I'm gonna do. I'm debating if I want to do all of record every single aspect. Part of me does. Most of me wants to create or record every aspect to this process. But there's gonna be a lot of like brainstorming, right? I can sit here for 3 hours brainstorming. Do I really want to record 3 hours of brainstorming and mindless rants, right? I don't know. Something to think about. And there's also times that, you know, I'm not going to want to talk. I'm just going to want to do the work and listen to music. So am I going to want to record during that as well? What else? Set up the Google Drive. Brainstorming. Document. I'm gonna say 2 hours for that. Sign doc. If I can find a template that I like on the internet, the game design document will take significantly less time. I'm gonna say 2 hours for that as well. It's gonna be way more than 2 hours over the course of this entire project. But for right now, let's do 2 hours. I want to try to have, since I'm kind of only doing this as a hobby, I don't want it to take over my life. Let's shoot for 15 to 20 hours of work a week. I think that's doable. I think that's realistic. I think that's a good goal to set. Okay. game design document is going to be revised so many times, not only in this first week, but throughout the entire project. It's hard. It's really hard to get that, but whatever. And we're gonna set up the engine. Set up. It's gonna take 2 hours. 1 hour. Set up project files, and then that'll be another hour. Or basic game assets. So I think we're gonna run Unreal Engine. I think that is the goal right now. And I think I'm gonna start with a blank project just to make it clean and start fresh. So that means importing the skeleton. And we're just gonna use the Unreal Engine 4 skeleton, just because it'll be easier to get assets like that. We want to go a different route down the line. That stuff isn't really hard to change over. So yeah, set up game engine, set up project files, acquire basic game assets. Oh, gotta add the task list in here, right? So I'm gonna say an hour. I'm never gonna give anything less than an hour, even though it might. Just because then numbers get weird, and I just want round numbers. I don't. It's not. It's only to keep accountability. It's not bragging or anything like that. So just to keep accountability, make sure I'm staying on track with what I want to accomplish. So we'll need a couple design documents. So we'll need the brainstorming document, a game design document. So I want to do 2 different brainstorming documents. So we're gonna do a concept document, which is gonna be more overarching, and then this is gonna be the brainstorming document's gonna kind of whittle that down a little bit more, and then a game design document where I'm gonna put everything. It might be a little bit redundant, you could probably say, but my brain likes to jump around a lot, so I think this will be beneficial. Yeah. let's set those up. Documents. Alright, so we're gonna do one. This is gonna be the GDD. I'm gonna do a 1.0 because I'm going to want to have a I'm going to want to have a documented progression. Just pretty much exactly why I'm making these recordings. I want to document the process. You know, a lot of times you get the final GDD, you get a GDD, and it's, you know, the final thing. You don't see where it started and all the processes and all the changes that companies or whoever went through during development. So actually, we're going to create a folder just for this. Yeah. And then we'll make more. Okay, this is going to be concept, Project Hawthorne, concept doc. I know, realistically, I should be using underscores and whatnot, but I don't really care too much right now. And I'm sure I'm going to make different brainstorming documents. So I'm going to have like a brainstorming document for certain systems. Say the inventory system. I'm going to have an own document just for that. Or no, I'm going to put that in the game design document. Yeah. That's what the game. Yeah. That's where we'll get the different versions for the game design document. Okay. Yeah, I think this first week's gonna might be a little bit light on hours, but it's gonna be really focusing on these. Because I know I'm gonna work on these. Like, I'm gonna work on a concept, right? I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna want to change it. This is going back to why I was saying this might be redundant, but my brain likes to jump around. And I'm also gonna want to I'm gonna want to look at different games for inspiration on certain systems and how I want to do certain things. You know, and there, they say don't reinvent the wheel. So there's a million different inventory systems out there. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of effort and time into designing a completely different inventory system when there's a lot of inventory systems out there that are very well done and do what they want. And it's just it just comes down to finding one that matches my game or tailoring it to the project I'm working on, right? That's not gonna copy and paste it, but again, why reinvent the wheel? So we'll create another document as well called the inspiration document. And let's say this one's gonna be 5 hours. Because this is gonna be going into different games and kind of seeing how going from more of a what do they call it? What's it called? I can't. I'm drawing a blank. It's going uh, Gamma Sutra. Oh, wow! They have a It's not even Gamma Sutra or Gamma Sutra, whatever. Not even that anymore. Wow. When would this happened in August? Huh. It rebranded to GameDeveloper.com. Interesting. Looks very good. On it. Looks very nice. Oh, it's called a post-mortem. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. I think. And so, like, going into game post-mortems and reading about that. That's what. And taking what other developers went through, designers have went through, and why they did certain things the way they did. And learn from other people. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how we all get better, from learning from each other. Learning, teaching each other, and becoming better. So, I don't. I also I gotta something else I gotta do with this is so I want to create two here because this is like all game project related, but set up the Google Drive. But I also need to set up the YouTube for this. So let's say an hour for this whole, you know, recording thing. I don't want to have another like set up YouTube channel. How do you spell channel? I can't spell right now. Okay. We got to figure out, how do I want to do these recordings? Do I want to do 30-minute intervals? Do I want to do hour intervals? We'll probably do 30, other than this first one. After this first one, we're probably going to do 30 minutes. It's easier to digest. Every 30 minutes, I can take a break or take a minute break. That way I can collect my thoughts a little bit more, whatever it may be. Yeah, I like that. Let's do, this first one will be a little bit longer of a video recording. And then after this, every single one will be 30 minutes long. Yeah, and then probably need to set up, I'll probably need to set up on OBS a little tracker up here, a little plugin or something, somewhere in the screen to show what task I'm working on. That way, like if somebody jumps in out of sync, they're not completely out of the loop. So sticky note. Call it sticky note. That'll only be an hour or less. Some videos, some recordings might be a little bit longer too. It all depends on what I'm doing, I guess. Yeah. So some of these documents and whatnot might only be 30 minutes, but like, say once we get into implementing a system, creating the system, this isn't a tutorial channel or tutorial project. This is me creating a game from start to finish and documenting the entire thing. And learning, that's a big part, is learning how to create a game from start to finish. This is going to be a long series. I am not a YouTuber, I'm not a Twitch, I'm not a content creator. This is just, this entire thing is just a chronicle my growth and my progress. And if if I want to get a job doing this, if it's something I want to pursue, then it's something to point to potential employers. Hey, this is what I've done. This is how my mind works. Let them know if I'm a good fit for a team. Alright, so we got set up Google Drive, set up YouTube channel, OBS sticky notes, great notes. Whoops, whatever. I want that triangle to be encompass more. Might also start doing this on Edge or something. That way it's a clean, there's no history, there's no passwords. It's a clean environment for this. So I'm not worrying about bringing up a tab and there being, you know, something from my personal life, you know, like another hobby, you know, like I'm a paintballer. So instead of I bring up a new tab and it's filled with paintball shortcuts or work related stuff or anything like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. So it's gonna take less than an hour. Clean space. Concept document. Initial brainstorming document. Anything. Well, no, we want the concept document to be more refined and the brainstorming document to be more random, just off the top, whatever I think of. So, more refined version of the brainstorming document. These will be the only times we do the concept or brainstorming document. Everything else is going to be in the game design document and altered within the game design document. I believe that's how I want to do it. Is that how you spell postmortems? Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yeah. Game design document. The main piece of okay. I want to revise this note section where it's a little bit better. Like this is nice. Like I kind of want it to be in comments so it's not cluttered, you know, it doesn't wrap or spill. And I want you to be able to hover over it and read the whole thing. I'm not the greatest with Google Sheets or Excel, so this is also a learning process for me. Weekly task is probably going to be an hour every week. Yeah. These are, let's put a comment in here. We're going to do like bold, like a key. Important. Underlined. Or bold, important. Italicized. How do you spell italicized? Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Italicized is going to be more of a extra credit, we're going to call it. I can't think of another. There's a better fitting term or word. But I'm drawing a blank right now, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. I'm also, like, another thing is I'm keeping this entire, all these things within a Google Drive. So then it's also, you know, it's just more documentation of the process. It's more content for somebody to look at, to be able to look back and look at my work. Let's set up a new work environment and go from there. And then we'll probably end this recording and go into, I'm not gonna stop working. I'm just gonna stop this recording and start going into something into the different documentations. So do I have Edge already installed? I do. Okay. Okay, nice. Don't update my browser settings, please. Well, alright. So we're gonna create a new profile. We're gonna sign out of that. How do we do this? Can I create another Microsoft account? Okay. Thing is like, so I'm creating a new Microsoft account, right? Do I want to put my actual name in there? Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. You know, you can find me on LinkedIn and whatnot, but okay. So I gotta go into, this is what I'm talking about, like that personal information. Like I don't want that on there. So I'm sorry guys, like I'm doing a lot of this on the other monitor just because I don't want it captured. Like I don't want to bring up my other, you know, right? Go into here because I gotta verify this. We need this in dark mode ASAP. This is dark, please. Thank you. Oh, so much better. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just a little longer. No. Um. Okay. All right. So. There we go. Okay. I want to. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay. So now we got the new environment. Now it's we're gonna okay. So now we need to log into Gmail. I don't like this. Okay. No, is it because it's Bing? Browser. Not browser, right? That's not what I'm looking for. Uh, so we need to go to what's it? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is there a default search engine? No, probably not. Probably. But so all right. Now we got that. Okay. Don't switch. Okay. Now we're gonna go to Drive. Whoops. Okay. Thanks. All right. We do. Yeah, I can't. Mhm. That's lame. I really. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need it. Okay. So, if I bring up Microsoft Edge, there we go. Don't update. Please stop asking me. I'm gonna stop the recording here. Because we got the clean environment now. And now I can go in here and search and do all this stuff. Perfect. But I want to go in here. I want to adjust this a little bit more. I want to adjust this a little bit more to where try to get dark modes. I want to have Google, uh, Google default search engine, all that stuff. I'm not a fan of it. So, I'll start recording when I figure that out. It'll probably be like 20 minutes or so. Thanks, guys.